Hey everyone, this is MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another video. And today we're going to talk about Capcom, because lately I've just been thinking about Capcom lately. As you can see, if you haven't checked it out, my last video I was talking about Xbox and Microsoft with the whole Xbox brand and everything, and my thoughts on it and how it changed gaming for me. And this week, in this sense, I also want to talk about Capcom, because Capcom has really been on my mind. I've been thinking about the past of Capcom, the current state of Capcom, and the possible future and the direction that Capcom could be going as a company. So I'm definitely going to make a specific video about that as well this week, so you stay tuned for that. But today, as far as Capcom is concerned, Capcom has just announced a new product that's being released this year, and they teased about last night, and they were saying to stay tuned in the morning what the product is going to be. So we're going to go over to the event hubs to find out what it is, and we're going to go scroll down, and it looks like that Capcom is going to have their own plug-and-play home arcade unit, which is going to have 16 classic titles going to be added to this machine. Now, it seems like that everyone is doing plug-and-play and also mini consoles. It makes sense. It's the whole nostalgia trip, and it right now is really growing strong as far as that's concerned, and it only makes sense that Capcom will cash in on as well. So we're definitely going to just read this article, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts about it. So let's dive right into it. Now, Capcom, of course, last night they had teased on social media about this. Now, it was on the Street Fighter's social media page, so everybody thought that, of course, Street Fighter 5 was going to get some kind of announcement as far as Season 4 DLC, but everybody was wrong once they showed a teaser trailer of this new product that they was going to have, or a new gaming experience they was going to have. Once they seen that it was like some old Capcom traditional arcade games, so everyone pretty much hype had died down just a little bit. But it looks like with this whole home arcade unit, is going to allow you to be able to connect it to your TV via HDMI. He said the Capcom Home Arcade is a large two-player arcade stick shaped like the Capcom's trademark logo. Excuse me. Games will be featured, which include Street Fighter 2, Hyper Fighting, Darkstalkers, the Night Warriors, Captain Commando, and more. Capcom Home Arcade sets out to bring players that nostalgic multiplayer arcade experience. Like I said, nostalgic is in right now, and every company is trying to capitalize on it, and even trying to bring a lot of nostalgic elements to their newer games as well. Alright, so the unit is built with two full-size premium sticks and button configuration that allow each of the 16 games to be played as intended. For those who are pretty much into arcade parts and know much about the arcade jargon and everything as far as the parts are concerned, you can just rest assured that there's going to have an 8-way GT-Y directional gate loaded into the unit. It also has authentic Sanwa hardware parts as far as the buttons concerned. So if you're familiar with that, which I am as far as that's concerned, because I own like 6 or 7 arcade sticks in my house right now, so I'm definitely familiar with Sanwa and everything. But like I said, it's fully it has full connection. You can plug it right into your TV with using via HDMI, and it has 16 pre-installed games from the original Capcom CPS-1 and CPS-2 arcade ROMs, with emulation provided by FB Alpha, delivering an authentic and accurate arcade experience exclusively for the Capcom Home Arcade. The official Capcom Home Arcade website writes, when you see the full list of the games below. Now, the Capcom Home Arcade will run you €299, euros, which translates to $260 with US currency, and can be purchased here. So there's the details with that is concerned, and it's going to be released October 25th, 2019. So we're going to just dive in and look at the list of games that they have. As you can see right here, this is the box. Now, the thing that's really weird about this, I'm not really too fond of, is why they made the arcade stick is the shape as the Capcom trademark logo. They could have chose something else. I don't know why. I'm just not really a fan of the shape, and I wonder how comfortable it's going to feel sitting on your lap. I don't know. But as far as the games are concerned, we have 1944, the Loop Master. Never played it, never heard of it. Of course, Aliens vs. Predator. I always seen Aliens vs. Predator as a kid in the arcades, but never got a chance to play it. Armored Warriors. I heard of it, but never played it. Now, Capcom Sports Club, starring basketball, tennis, and soccer. Never heard of it, never seen it before, but it sounds interesting to see what Capcom and what their take is on the sports genre, or well, arcade sports genre. Captain Commando, seen Captain Commando as a kid, but never played it. Cyberbots, I heard of it because of Mugen. Never knew what Cyberbots was, but I was familiar with the character Jin Saitama because of Marvel vs. Capcom series. And then we have Darkstalkers, we have Echo Fighters, never heard of Echo Fighters, of course. Final Fight, Ghouls and Ghosts, Giga, never heard of Giga, and Mega Man The Power Battle. This was a Mega Man fighting game, never played it. I've seen it, but never played it. We have Pro Gear, never heard of it. We have Street Fighter 2, Hyper Fighter, Strider, and Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, which is one of my other favorite games made by Capcom. So we're going to go over, and it looks like they have a trailer as well. We're going to dive right into the trailer. We're going to click on this, and we're going to full screen this, and we'll check it out. Look at that Capcom logo. Nostalgia. I do like the color though. Just not a fan of the shape. Definitely not a fan of the shape. I'll definitely play the Puzzle Fighter. There's the sports. I'll try that as well. And the Aliens vs. Predators. I wasn't really into the shooters like that, so. Nice. Alright, Capcom's giving a stab at it. I'm surprised they didn't have the Punisher arcade on there as well. And it's Wi-Fi enabled. Yeah, it allows you to play it online. I wouldn't say play it online, but it takes your score and put it on the leaderboard to compare it against other players. Not bad, Capcom. I just don't like the shape of that. I really don't. And one side has more space on it than the other side. Not really a fan of that design. But so yeah. Now, as far as the arcade titles are concerned, as far as the price, I think the price, it makes sense for the fact is that it's an arcade stick, and arcade sticks are very expensive. It can be very expensive. So the fact is that you're getting authentic parts like the Samba parts, and on top of that, it's 2 sticks. On top of that, you have 16 preloaded games, of course, and you're able to connect it to your, of course, your HD TV, and it's also Wi-Fi enabled, so it allows you to upload your score via the internet for other players to be able to, you know, to match your score against yours and everything, which is pretty interesting. So I think it's pretty much a bang for its buck, especially if you're a retro gamer or you just into the whole nostalgic thing. I think it may be a bang for its buck. The only thing I'm not really too familiar with is, of course, the emulators, the CPS1 and the CPS2 ROMs with the whole emulation provided by FB Alpha. If any of you guys are familiar with this CPS1 and CPS2, let me know in the comment section below how reliable is the emulation. Is it 100% accurate or close to near the arcade experience? Definitely want to hear your thoughts, because I think the price will definitely hinges on the emulation factor and how these games, as far as the sound quality, how it feels and everything. If it's going to give you that true arcade experience, I think everything really hinges on that. But as I said before, as far as the shape and the design of this controller and everything, I'm not really too keen on it. Not really. I'm really not feeling that shape. Really not feeling that shape. But like I said, I would have to see when other YouTubers or if IGN or other gaming places get an early hands-on or get a review copy of it and everything, to actually see it in person. Okay, this is only a picture, so I don't know, but I would love to see how it looks and how it places on your lap, and actually places, especially when you have 2 players, how it places on both of your laps and everything. Because it like this side, like it's more on this side. Well, I could be wrong, but yeah, it's just something about that. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling that. At all. But these game choices, as far as the games I would love to play, Aliens vs. Predator. I would like to play Capcom Sports Club. I love to play Captain Commando, which I'm going to pretty much get the Beat 'em Up collection that came out. I'm considering getting it for my Nintendo Switch. So who knows? Cyberbots, I like to give it a try. And y'all may hate me for this, I'm not really into Darkstalkers. I love the characters like Morgan, Dimitri, and some of the characters, but I'm not really a big fan of Darkstalkers. So if this was in here and if it wasn't in here, it really wouldn't affect me. Echo Fighter, don't care for it, but I love Final Fight. Of course, I love Ghouls and Ghosts. Street Fighter, I played Street Fighter 2. I played it so much as a kid growing up. Like I said in my Samurai Showdown video, I'm pretty much, I don't know, I don't really care anymore for Street Fighter as far as the classic Street Fighter is concerned. And of course, Strider, dope. I never played a Strider game ever in my life. Never played it. And Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, love the hell out of that game. I would definitely play that. So there are some titles in there that really have my interest, and I would purchase it. I would definitely purchase it based on the titles that I said I would definitely play and everything. But I think this would definitely be a good package for those who are definitely Capcom fans and those who are definitely into the whole nostalgia and retro factor to what's going on in today's gaming. And you can tell that right now in the way gaming is going right now, and with the whole microtransactions, loot boxes, and the single player experience is now being saturated with microtransactions and everything like that. It seems like that everyone is really harping on the past now. Everybody wants to go back to the past, because I think and I believe the 90s, like the 80s all the way up to the early 2000s, it was the best time to be a gamer, because you just had that authentic experience. And when you bought a game, that was the entire game. There was nothing, there was no cutout content or anything like that. You had various different difficulties. There was so much you could unlock, and once you finish playing those games, you know, you could always go back and revisit them, because it was the fun factor. You was able to always go back and revisit them. And I find myself with a lot of these newer games, once I beat them, I don't really care to go back to them compared to how the games were in the past. So it's smart that Capcom is now deciding to put their hands into this whole plug and play or mini console thing. And that pretty much wraps everything up. That's just my overall thoughts about it. I definitely want to hear your thoughts and what you think about this whole Capcom plug and play home arcade experience. Do you think it's a good idea? And are you satisfied with these titles that they have here with these 16 games? And if you are satisfied with them or not satisfied with them, what other games would you suggest, or what games would you take out and replace to put into this home arcade experience from Capcom? And not only that, what other companies would you love to see create a whole plug and play device that have a good variety of their games? I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. But that wraps this video up. If you like the video, pass it around, share it, like it, and if you want to be notified when I upload more videos in the future, just hit that bell. This is MugenLord signing off. See you game fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below, and don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.